Previously on Roll Britannia. The devil's arse and casting magic. Exercise caution. There is a certain risk involved with that in these particular waters.
Are you coming with me or not?
I'm gonna say not.
What?
At which point he bravely turns and runs away. And coming out of this crevice in the cliffside is a very sleek looking ship.
I bet you that's the commandant.
Get after it.
River, are you there?
Captain?
You know the direction in which the commandant has fled.
I believe they might be heading back to Neverwinter across the Devil's Arse.
This man must not reach Neverwinter. Set sail.
Let's go.
Okay.
It smells like magic out here.
Get in there, and I want you to
I'm gonna
find some
drop
people.
anchor.
And if you don't see
You do
any
that.
people,
I'm gonna fire a
then
harpoon.
I want you to tell me, okay?
You do that,
Tell me
and
if you see
I'm
anyone.
gonna-
Go for it.
River, are you there? There's no response. You start hunting around the room, cowering and snivelling. A human man covering their face with their hands. Still,
Can I pull his hands off his face?
this human has had their eyelids removed.
I'm just going to throw him in the pocket portal.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Casper, screaming in fear.
What?
Keth, you feel something on your cheek.
Remember the crew? What's left of them is nailed to that fucking ceiling. Let's get out of here.
Guys, get up top, quick.
I'm going to get onto those cannons that you angled down, and I'm just going to fire one of them into that ship.
Tied to the outside of the hull are bodies.
Lads, unfurl the sails. We got to get the fuck out of here.
A cannonball
No.
strikes the Valkyrie hard. I would like all of you to roll initiative, please. All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action. Last thing we did was I asked you to roll initiative, so let's get those numbers.
Okay.
That was
16.
That was an 18 for me.
I got a 14.
I got a. What is it? Sorry, hold on.
I'm going to roll for
22.
Bill as
26.
I'm going to close down my spells app so there's no temptation.
well. Bill did really well. He got 20, but not an unnatural one.
Wow, so he's going second. Cool.
Wonder what he's going to do.
Fire a cannon? I don't know. Right. In that case, as you are fleeing, I am going
We're not
to
fleeing.
set some boundaries for this engagement. So, here's what's going to happen. In your turn, you can choose to do your normal attacking and these sorts of things, defending, preparing actions, all sorts of stuff. Or you can choose to focus your attention on helping the ship go faster.
Okay.
So for every turn you choose to spend making the ship go faster, you don't attack at all.
Right.
Okay? But you gain extra distance against the ship that is pursuing you. Okay?
Okay.
And if you spend enough turns between you, collectively gaining enough distance, you may escape. Or you can choose to fight, or you can choose to flee for long enough to be able to potentially use magic. Who knows? But just be conscious of, if none of you choose to help the ship go faster, then they will catch you.
That sounds horrendous.
Unless you sink them.
Part of me feels like I want them to catch us so we can find out what they are.
I don't.
There's been lots of skinning, and Keth would... I know Keth right now is...
Yeah, but these were some, like...
Unless I'm
Royal
on a
Guard.
cannon, I'm going to be relatively useless in terms of magic, so I'm just going to be concentrating on
Yeah,
getting us the
same.
fuck
Fire.
out of here.
I'm as someone who's mainly magical now, I'm going
I am going to ask a character question for you all. Do any of your characters know lots about naval folklore?
categorically no.
I feel like Malrus may have heard a few stories, but probably wouldn't remember them.
I feel
Because he'd
like
be very young when he would have heard them.
Okay.
I feel like Derek would be familiar with the more famous sort of ones, but not anything really like in depth. Because obviously, just purely because like prisons are like knitting circles, so like people would sit around talking and stuff.
Okay.
But he also doesn't really know how to sail a ship that well.
My dad liked talking about him, but my mum wouldn't allow it in the house.
Derek, in that case, I'm going to ask you to roll a history check. Please.
Okay. My history is not great. I say not great. I mean, I have a -7 modifier.
Yes, you do.
So this better be bloody good.
Just on history.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's a
think
natural. So it was a trade-off for my switching powers. I've got -7 Arcana, Athletics, and History or something like that, including the -7. So it's a natural 19, so 12.
Still, well done.
Okay, so with that, you don't know what these things are, but you vaguely remember from your time inside that you heard tales of some people who had been too long away from civilization.
Right.
And had turned feral.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like that would represent his knowledge of the situation.
Yeah. You don't know the details of them, you don't know what they're called, but that's the knowledge that you recall.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Lads, these bastards are gonna I don't even know what Keth saw, but these are gonna go to town on us if we don't get the fuck out of here. So I'm gonna
You're up
I
first.
might first, yeah, I'll just
With the 26, yeah.
So how big is this ship compared to us?
A lot bigger.
It's a lot bigger. Okay.
Yes.
So we're like a minnow being swallowed by a shark, basically.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to put all of my energy into helping the ship going forwards.
Okay.
Yeah. If possible, I would like to grab the handle of the wizard sleeve off the deck, though.
Okay, can you roll a D10 then for me, please?
Yes. 5.
You get an extra 50 yards ahead.
Cool.
Because of your assistance. Tell us what you're doing to help the ship go faster.
So I'm unfurling any sails and stuff like that. Obviously, we weighed anchor, didn't we? So
Yeah.
Yep.
I would just start unfurling the sails because I don't think I'd have time in that period of time to do both. So I'd just start unfurling the sails because I was already doing that. So.
Cool. Up next then is Bill Snakespeare.
Well, I think I could go into a long detailed explanation, but I'm just going to defer Bill's go. He's a snake. He's not going to be doing a great deal.
That's fine. Okay. And Malrus, you're up next.
I'm just going to be sort of steering away from the ship that's approaching into the wind to try and get us the fuck out of there.
So you're helping the ship go faster?
Yes.
Yep, cool. Fine. Roll a D10 for me.
Okay. That is a 8.
Okay, you gain 80 yards.
Nice.
Okay. And next then is Jeff.
I'm going to be using Umberlee's Blessing to try and help the ship move forward. So I'm going to try and kick that up again. And I got a 9.
Okay, you gain 90 yards.
Excellent.
Boom.
You're really gaining some space here.
Yep.
Excellent.
That's good. Really good. And Keth?
Keth would be seeing all this around him, but there's no way. I mean, he's retreated once. They particularly like it. So if he's going to have to retreat, he's going to provide some sort of covering fire. So he's going to jump on one of the cannons and fire back.
Okay, roll to hit then.
Okay. That is a 17, Mr. Master.
A 17 hits. Roll damage. So that will be...
Is that? What are you going to give me?
Can you please roll a D8?
A D8?
Yes, please.
Right. Where are you, D8? You are an 8. A 3.
A 3. So it does 13 damage. As this cannonball fires from the side of the Valkyrie, soars through the air and crashes into the deck of this ship that is pursuing you.
Happy with that. And
Good.
Is it sinking?
Nice.
Is it fuck?
Is it on fire?
Although the ship
like the
that
Titanic.
Derek did blast some shots into before you set off is very much sinking. It's down to the poop deck now.
Poop.
I like poop deck. It's a good thing. Now it's the ship's turn, the pursuing ship, and it is going to.
It casts sail.
It does, yes, and it fires 3 rounds at you. And can everyone with an AC of 14 or less?
Damn it. Damn it.
That's me as well.
Really?
Excellent.
I got 13 AC. I had to take, again, with the switching of people.
Keth's just standing on the deck, hands
Staff
on
type
hips, like, no
What am I
problem.
rolling,
at all.
sorry?
Good news for you is I've rolled ridiculously low on the damage rolls, so you only take a grand total of 14 points of damage.
14.
Yes.
Each.
Well,
Jesus.
three cannonballs have
okay.
have landed in the ship, and
great.
bits of wood have started flying everywhere.
3
I need
meatballs.
Jeff
That
is
great. Love.
Jeff is looking really bad off as well here.
Is it?
Yeah, pretty. It's like, this is. I mean, I had a bit of a sore shoulder that I thought was benign, but it's actually pretty bad. This pain.
Elixir of healing.
I've got a really risky Hail Mary play that we could do though.
Okay.
Oh, I think I've just thought of the same thing as you.
I look forward to hearing it in your turn, which is next.
Really risky.
Yeah.
Strap in, man.
Strap on, Bob. I mean,
What's happening then, Derek? What are you doing?
What am I doing? Oh well, my really risky play wasn't actually Bob, but that's a good idea. Was that we could all get into the pocket pub portal, and then when they catch the ship and come on board, because they want to skin us, obviously, they find nobody here. We turn the tables on them.
We jump on their ship.
Yes, exactly.
And then we've got the meat
And
shop.
we've got the big meat ship. But
Do you reckon we could get in and then Malrus could mage hand the door onto the side of our ship so that way we can
so much could go wrong with that though.
yeah.
Just be trying to think of meaty names for ships.
And why would they all leave their own ship?
Yeah, it's very true.
There's a chance.
We get to
there
just
might only be
throw
4
them
of
off a
them.
little bit, you know.
Mr. Skinner.
I'm
I
gonna
feel
put
like there might be more.
I'm gonna put the rest of my energy into keeping us going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Tell us what you're doing.
So now that the sails are unfurled, I want to try and get them in line with the wind, catch the wind as much as possible. Say, like, I notice that the mainsail is a little bit flagging, so I'll just like keep adjusting it and stuff.
There's too much ruffling in the luff.
Exactly.
So you.
Oh, loving all the naval research that's been happening in the last week.
Well, you say research. I have an RYA level 3 qualification, Tom. I'm a qualified sailor.
He's a yachtsman.
No, I can sail dinghies.
We're actually, the show's being broadcast from James's longboat.
Yes.
Just to go into the sort of recommendations corner, I'd highly recommend a book called Under the Black Flag, which is all about pirates and ship sailing and the infrastructure of piracy. And
how much money do you get from sale of these
Under the
books?
Black Flag? None at all. But
right. Well, fuck it.
in that case, I'd recommend that you download the PDF and thus pirate it.
Yes, I mean, that's in the spirit of the book.
It's what they would have wanted.
Yeah, it is clearly. Okay, Malrus. Well, actually, before we do that, I mean, technically, Bill Snakespeare didn't have a go last turn. So, did he want to drop in, or is he just forfeiting his go entirely that turn?
Oh, God.
I realise he didn't drop back in, but you didn't shout out.
No, because...
So this is where he would have gone.
It's where he would have gone. I think he might...
Yeah.
There's not a lot a flying snake can do against the great big meat
Yeah,
ship.
I mean, a naval battle isn't usually the place for flying serpents, but, it's up to you.
Depends how big.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pocket-sized ones, not so much.
No, the size he is, probably not much help.
He's more of a close quarters kind of snake. So he's just going to
Maybe
sort
we
of...
should strike a peace accord with them, and then he'll
strike at the last moment.
In his element.
He's just going to sort of...
What are we doing?
He's just going to sort of zip around the rigging at the top and just hang
Pulling
around
on ropes and the bits of the sails to help him out. Does he get to
can
roll
he
a
help?
to help her?
Can he...
If you can justify to me how Bill Snakespeare is helping the ship go faster, I will allow it.
Okay, so...
Pushing it.
Also, Derek, can you roll a d10 for me? Because you didn't do that.
Sorry, yes.
As a flying
7.
snake, he could be pushing it.
7.
Yeah.
You gain 70 yards.
Cool.
So, Bill Snakespeare understands that if you want to go faster, you need to be lighter. So it's times to start jettisoning things. So he's going to try and find anything that may...
Anything he can carry in his mouth.
Yes, like gold pieces or valuable jewels or anything that was stolen from the previous...
No, that's fine. We can do that. If he is going to be throwing valuables overboard, I would like you to roll...
Couldn't he start with cutlery?
What a little prick.
No. We have
fucking
determined
magpie?
it is jewels and gold. So,
Jewels and gold is what he's throwing. Excellent.
please, can you roll?
This is why you have a bank account, guys, because the snake will fucking nick your gold.
Please, can you roll?
Or you spend all your money and don't really have any gold in the
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I did.
3d10.
3d10.
And tell me each individual number in order.
Okay, the first one is a 3. And the second one is a 7. And the third is a 1.
Okay, so
371 pieces of gold.
It's 11 total, James.
is it?
Yeah.
Annoyingly, Bill has managed to throw overboard some incredibly valuable items.
Not all my books.
Not the back catalogue.
Your books are fine, but sadly, there were some jewels among the things that were recovered from that ship, which came to the ones that have been thrown overboard have sadly come to a total value of 30,701 gold. Has just been jettisoned overboard.
No, I'm going to fucking kill that snake.
Fucking snake.
Just turns back and goes,
Snake, Keth.
you're like, ugh.
Sorry.
It could have been worse.
Little bastard.
Could have been worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know we had it anyway.
So how much
Yeah, it's true.
speed did Bill make?
Roll a d10 then, please.
Best be good speed.
If this is 1 now, yeah.
It's going to be a
Needs to be
1,
good
yeah.
speed.
You're getting 10 yards.
Snake meat. I hear snake meat's lovely.
If I see a 0,
Well, we can offer him up to them.
does that mean 10?
Yeah. 0 is 10.
Well,
I mean, yeah. So you gain 100 yards.
so you're welcome,
You literally gain a football pitch.
says Bill.
Well done. Okay, fine. You're making some really good ground now. The ship is starting to drop behind. And Malrus, it's your turn.
Oh god.
Still imagining just this snake flying about, just throwing glittering jewels.
I did
You're
have an
leaving a
idea.
trail of gold and jewels behind you at the moment.
I am going to continue to help the ship go faster by doing
Okay.
some steering into the wind and moving out of the way of rocks that might be in the water. And
Okay,
just
cool.
stuff like that.
Excellent. Roll a
But
d10 then, please.
At the same time, I'm going to shout over to Keth and go, you might want to try and throw an animal into the water.
Okay.
Why? What's he done?
Roll a d10.
Could be interesting.
And that's an 8.
You gain 80 yards.
How do these people feel about bees? No.
Jeff,
Got
you're
no
up.
more bees.
Okay. Jeff's going to continue to try and help the ship go faster by bailing out some of the water and trying to patch up some of the holes in the hull of the ship, I imagine, from the cannonball that hit us.
Yep.
And at the same time, while he's doing that, he's going to pull out his Stone of Far speech and go, Timbers, Timbers, can you hear me?
You are gaining some ground, and what's the range on a stone of fast speech?
6 kilometers.
Yeah, no, you can't reach him.
It is the 4.0.
Yes.
Still like 7, I think that one is. I can't
Yeah.
remember off the top of my head. Still not far enough.
Damn.
I think it was miles, but yeah, you're still a long way from that.
How big is the devil's
So-
arse?
More than 6 miles.
Gaping. A gaping arse.
Yes.
Sorry, I've had a use medicine.
So yeah, you don't hear a response come back over the radio. Unfortunately.
Damn it.
Keth?
But
Oh, no. Chip, did you roll your D10?
Four.
4, you gain 40 yards.
Yeah.
You are starting to put some real ground between them, though. The ship is started. There are a few cannonballs sort of flying in your direction. They're splashing a little bit behind you at the moment, so you feel like you're just about to sort of drift out of range, maybe. Keth, what are you doing?
Another shot
Okay.
back at the bows of the
And
meat.
he's still not drunk.
Okay. Roll to hit at disadvantage, then,
Because
please.
I'm too far away.
You're quite far away, yeah.
Good. Okay.
God, I hope for the wind. Do you want a little wind assist?
If it
From
blows it
under the-
right into the cabin.
In fairness, it's not going to be. He's not going to have much wind help because he's going to be fighting against the wind. Because around us,
It's
is
blowing
wind
in your direction, yeah.
is going in our direction.
So it's just
Yeah.
the cannonball just sort of hovers in midair and just drops.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
It's just a 6.
A 6 does not hit.
Does it not?
Yeah. No.
I like that image.
Funny
You're
that.
getting halfway there and you're like, no.
Do you know they did that on Mythbusters? If you fire an object backwards at the same rate from a moving thing at the same rate it was moving forwards, it just drops straight down.
Ah,
the more you know.
it's
Yeah,
all
there you go.
physics.
Roll Britannia.
Equal and opposite reactions, and not Newton's third law or whatever it is. Who knew?
They did.
Yeah. So, you don't help the ship gain at all. And
But
But
it
he's
feels
firing
good.
backwards. It's sort of like a
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
that
like
doesn't
a
help.
jet. Okay.
no,
No. It's just like
Um,
how taking a poo doesn't make you lighter.
no.
It's exactly the same.
Extensive
Doesn't make you go
studies.
faster either.
No.
But farting would make you run faster, right?
No.
That's why I lost that race and embarrassed myself.
Yeah, that was a school sports day that went really
I
wrong.
tried to forget.
Specifically because obviously you hadn't been a pupil for about 15 years.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to lie to you here.
Stop
I rolled,
making me into this person, Alex.
I rolled the 3 shots at disadvantage because it's long range now. And it's a bloody good thing too, because out of those 6 rolls of the dice, I did roll 3 20s.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Glad we got them out of the way on a disadvantage roll.
Yeah.
Yes, you have. Yeah.
You can get them out your system
That's
right
gone
now, James.
really well for you. That
Yeah.
disadvantage has really helped you. The other shots don't even hit. So I rolled some terrible shots and some bloody good ones there.
That's right.
And disadvantage worked really in your favour. So you hear another 3 shots ring out and they splash behind you. And you see the ship now is really starting to drop back. And I think it's Derek's go once more.
So I'm gonna this time I'm gonna trim some of the sails and start to sort of allow us a little bit more maneuverability just as we go through some like rocks and stuff like that. So we don't.
Yep. Okay. Roll a d10 then, please.
I hope it's going okay back there. Haven't been shot in quite a while, so that's probably a good sign. That's a 1.
Yeah, you gain 10 yards.
That's better than nothing.
That kind of fits with the maneuverability as well.
Yeah. And I guess it's Bill Snakespeare's go. How much more does he want to steal?
No, jet propulsion. Put him, fly behind the ship. Please don't steal it.
Yeah, get him to flap his wings.
Just bite the back of it and flap.
Yeah,
push.
what would that gain?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, fine. Yeah, he's
Not even like a D4.
Be kind.
No, okay. If you want him to do that, you can get him to do that if you want, and I will allow that as an assist. Yep. No. Roll a d10 if you want.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, roll a d10.
Roll a D10. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
Up you come, D10. It's your go.
I reckon we're going to pay for this.
What is it? What do you gain? What's the number? 10. You gain a centimetre.
Ah, nice.
That's fine.
Nice.
Very nice.
Just going.
It all counts.
I'm biting on and
Nice job, Bill.
You can do it, buddy.
I fucking hate you for throwing away our wealth, you bastard.
Shut up. At least he's not doing it now, Derek. He's distracted.
There's none left.
as he just
Even
eyeballs
threw the
it.
painting overboard.
I thought.
No.
Oh, that painting you got, Malrus.
Yeah, he left the frame, but the artwork he ripped out. And
What about please say the globe's still there?
Yeah.
yeah, the
everything's
globe is,
emptied
but
it.
all the crystal stoppers from the decanters have been thrown
So
overboard.
all
I
the
can
things are
live
just
with that.
sloshing about.
Yeah.
So now it's just like the horrible student punch in the big bowl in the middle of the kitchen table.
It's just a big globe of all the
With
spirits.
shards of glass in there.
I can deal with that. We can drain the glass.
This is not the problem.
In Soviet Russia, we have glass for breakfast.
We use it for tooth floss. What are your problem?
It is good for irrigation of body, yes?
Gives you entire.
I don't know how this
That's where all
reference
the blood
even
should
happened.
be.
Less
I don't
than
know.
30 minutes, and it sounds like Tom's always half gone.
Yes.
Yeast Master.
It is strong stuff.
It's now
Who's
pretty
next?
much vodka.
It's amazing.
Malrus, have you been, or was that just Bill Snakespeare's go? Malrus is
No,
your
it's just
turn.
Bill Spakes as well.
It's easy for you to say. Malrus, it's your turn.
This is too much rum. Okay, so I'm going to get on the really, the extra stone of fast speech. But this time I'm going to call Timbers.
What, the one that... Which stone of fast speech?
The
The-
one that's
you know,
specific
the
lines
extra
in
The
one.
really, extra one.
The one
the
with
extra one. The extra
The one that
special
was
one.
for
The turbo
contacting
one.
River.
Yeah,
Yeah. It just contacts River.
fuck's sake.
So is it like a walkie-talkie then?
It's a stone.
When will you learn?
Do you want Captain Timber's number? I've got it saved here in my other stone.
River, I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if I can get River.
You don't get River, no.
Okay.
So hang on. Timbers was like, here's a stone. If you ever need river, just contact
Yep.
her. And
Yep.
every single
Yeah.
time we've tried to contact her since, it's not worked.
Hmm.
Well, I thought I'd try Timbers, but apparently that's not going to work. So I'll just call River.
Yeah.
It's a special long range one that is only paired between two devices.
But she's turned her stone off.
Yeah.
Stupid girl.
Would seem so.
She sat on it while
Or
she's
it's on
drunk, isn't
airplane
she?
mode
Isn't
because
it?
she's doing a.
I wonder why you might turn a device off that makes loads of noise.
You're hiding.
You're in a lecture.
Yeah, but that doesn't help
Put it-
us.
You're having an interview.
silent.
That doesn't help us.
Put it on silent. Having an interview. Yes.
Yeah.
Why would you like to join our man-skinning crew of pirates?
Diddler-da-diddler-da. Get out!
How long
I'm
has she
sorry.
been on the
I'm
move?
sorry. You can't be part of our cannibal crew. This is just too unprofessional for us.
We take our skinning very seriously here.
Okay.
Back to the story.
Jeff?
Sorry.
Sorry, Maris, did you do something? I'm
No, I
sorry.
did fuck all. Just carry on.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
He tried
Jeff.
to call.
I tried to call somebody.
Yeah.
Do you not want to help
Yeah.
the ship? I'm gonna
No.
nudge Malrus and be like, all right, I'll do it then, and go over to the sail that's just sort of flapping because it's lost the wind and tighten it
Yeah.
up, help the ship out, and just sort of go, no luck with River then.
That's a shame. Maybe she's
Oh,
busy.
No luck with them rivers then.
It's just the one river actually.
And yeah, okay, roll a d10 then, please.
Yay. 9 again.
9, you gain 90 yards.
Boom. Are we free yet?
We're almost back at the.
Are
almost
we in
back
the,
where we
Are we out of
started.
the devil's arse yet?
Sure
Dunno.
we are.
He
None
does
of you,
know.
none of you are checking a map or anything. So
That's true.
Oh, my bad.
Jeff, do you
Oh
do you want to
god!
just use magic just in case?
For anyone covered in spaff.
And then can I use my movement to?
no.
Maurus. Oh, I've got. Okay.
Don't cover us in
Keth, your
spaff,
turn.
if that's what you're getting excited about, Derek.
No. I've got an idea though. I've got a really cheesy idea.
Oh.
Keth, you're up.
Keth,
your turn,
is it
mate.
my go?
Yes. Yes.
Another returning shot because it's worked quite well so far.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
I mean, yes.
There's not much else I'm going
Roll
to
to hit with disadvantage. The ship is looking quite small now.
It's all right. The lads are taking care of the speeding away business.
To where? We don't know, because no one's checking the map. Keth? Oh, never mind.
We're headed. Yeah.
10.
10 does not hit.
Ah.
You fire off a shot and you see it just splash into the ocean.
Warning shot, you meaty bastards.
Meaty bastard.
And the pursuing ship is going to do nothing. In fact, it's going to sort of slow a little, and it seems to have given up the chase slightly at this point. Derek, it's your turn. Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you lot. If you're not quick, you're going to miss the most important part of the show, the moment with the master. So settle down and listen up. There's a lot of important things to cover. Right, first things first, all of us here at Roll Britannia want to scramble up the rigging, somehow squeeze into the crow's nest, and roar a huge thank you for being here. Without you lovely lot on board every week and supporting the show, we would be absolutely nowhere. And we're especially grateful as now we've tipped over 42,000 downloads, which is amazing. Right, shout out o'clock, and it's Pedro's round. Pedro! Shout out scroll. Toot sweet. Ah, there you are, boy. What are you looking so smug about? You've been oddly well behaved the last couple of weeks, and it's making me suspicious. I'll hand it over then. Thank you. Now, shoo. I've got my eye on you. So this week's shout out goes to Corin Sparks, who's been in touch with us through Twitter. We're so glad that you're loving the show. You've had plenty of time to catch up by now, so we'd love to know what you think. Right, everybody get down. It's an incoming random select. Oh, Pedro, what are you doing here? This isn't your bit. Really? Are you sure? You mean that this is the? Oh, good boy, Pedro. I am delighted to announce that this week we have an actual celebrity shout out. Yeah. Bernard Robichaud, who plays Cyrus on Trailer Park Boys, has started following the show on Twitter. He has a blue tick and everything, or a white tick in a blue circle. I don't know. What do you think? So, if you're listening, Bernard, thank you so much, and congratulations for being the first real live celebrity to follow the show. Just tell your friends, yeah? Maybe the cast of Trailer Park Boys or something. Just have a word. Cool. What's that? You want your own shout-out? You're overflowing with ideas for the show, and you want Derek to steal your ear. Oh, Derek, that's... Oh, no. Oh. Well, apart from that last one, it's incredibly easy to do. Just look for Roll Britannia on pretty much any social media, you name it, we're there. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even Discord. We love chatting with you lot. So, don't be shy and get in touch. Now, we know there are loads of ways of listening to our show, so wherever you decide to get your podcast from, if you're enjoying the show, and if you've got this far, you must be. Why not take a minute? Just give us a lovely 5-star review, eh? Yeah? Some kind words from you guys really help to keep the good ship of Roll Britannia afloat, and it also helps more fantastic people just like you to discover the show. And if you haven't already, make sure you've bashed that subscribe button. Otherwise, Keth will lash you to the mast for Bill to use as target practice. Right, that's enough for now. I'm a very busy man, and these 4 have been left unsupervised for far too long. So get out of here and go be pirates! Go!
I was going to say, Malrus, I don't really know how much this magic stuff works, but that ship's got a bunch of people strapped to it, right? Couldn't you just do like a whole person and like hold them in place?
I mean,
You can hold one of the people on that's strapped to the outside, and it would hold the whole ship in place.
would it though?
I don't know. I'm not a magician.
The whole person just paralyzes, doesn't it?
A magician.
Yeah.
It would
I'm
just
not
mean that there's a
some weird
skinless,
magic man.
paralysed person on the side of the ship.
Well, you know, maybe that's equivalent to our current situation. I'm going to Malrus. What do you see? What do you see behind us? Are they giving chase?
Doesn't look like it.
Right. It's time to turn the tables on these bastards. Let's bring us round for a broadside.
Hell.
Are we going to go for a handbrake turn?
They're really far away. I'm an expert
If you're-
shot and I can't hit them.
I mean, if you're up for it, we could just dive back in and start firing on them.
Why would we want to do that?
Because they might have river captive.
I guess.
That's a fair point. Oh, fuck. Well, we
Fine,
literally...
let's go
it sounds
back
like we're
in.
literally just heading into the slaughter here. So... Are we,
I mean,
We're,
look,
we're
I'm
not,
happy.
We're outgunned
I'm
in
happy
this.
to be
Fine.
outvoted.
Jeff just goes, fine, and kicks the anchor down.
Question. Why have you all just spent so many turns running from this thing if you're going to go and attack
turn
it?
and fight it.
And then it's-
What? I mean, do what you want to do, but I
We wanna
mean,
fight them on
we've just
yeah.
spent like 4 goes round running away from this.
Are we at... Can I roll to see if we're out of the devil's arse?
You can go and check a map if you want.
Or
Okay.
cast a spell.
Roll.
We
Cast
still-
it.
down.
Oh, we still in
Jeff,
initiative?
take the wheel.
Oh, I've kicked the anchor.
Okay. I'm going to check the
We're
map.
just if they seem to slow and
Well,
stop, then we're
Do I
stopping.
roll
I
investigation?
didn't say stop. I said they slowed.
Okay.
So now
Well, if
you
they
have
start to
actually
catch up,
stopped
we'll-
us.
You're still.
Crank it
You
up.
can still see them.
All right, but they're approaching.
Well, there was a lot
but
of
slower.
conversation about it, and then Jeff went fine and kicked it. You know, we don't have to
Okay.
take it if you want, but
I mean,
that's what I
it's-
said I
it's-
did. But and then
It wasn't
and then
your
we had
go.
pause. No,
If we're still in
But-
initiative, yeah.
fair enough.
Um,
Then no, that didn't.
I think Derek's gonna.
I thought if we were out of range of the ship, we weren't in initiative anymore. But fair enough.
No, still very much in initiative.
Okay.
I would
With
like
what?
to hold my action until they get within firing range, and move over to one of the cannons.
Okay. Bill Snakespeare.
I'm going to defer his go. What on earth is he going to do right now? Nothing. Apart from steal things or fizz about. So he's just going to stay hanging up near the crow's nest.
Okay.
It's difficult to know what to do until we know where we've actually run to.
Yeah. So Bill
So,
can't do anything.
We just have to kind of wait for Malrus to check the
Malrus?
and stuff.
It's
So-
your turn.
Let me just get... Is Jeff dropped the anchor? Are we stationary or are we
Well,
still charging?
no,
forward?
Technically, Jeff hasn't
wasn't
dropped
my
it
go.
until next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, right, okay. I'm going to go and investigate the map, I suppose.
Okay.
Just to see what's happening.
Roll.
Consult the
You have
GPS.
to look up a skill here.
The global pirate assassin.
Guess intelligence. It's probably a good one.
Where's that?
Very bad intelligence.
Where should
It
I
is. Just
Investigation, I think, would be
I'm
probably his
sorry.
best.
just above
Yeah.
investigation.
That is a unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
19
Yeah.
plus 1.
You have a good idea which direction you set off in, because there was a little compass next to the helm, helps you keep direction, and you know roughly how fast you were going. You were keeping a sort of you were keeping an eye on the sort of speed of the Valkyrie, even with its damage and all sorts, and the acceleration that was given by throwing all those valuables overboard, and the very small boost that Bill Snakespeare gave it by flapping away at the back, and all the good sail work
MVP
that was done by
Bill-
everyone
Bill
else.
Snakespeare.
And you can tell that you have headed roughly in the sort of direction that you came from, but not exactly. You've drifted further south than that. But you are very much on the cusp of the Devil's Arse, on the anus itself, you might say.
Okay.
We're not deep within the rectum.
Skirting the
The
rim.
corona of the arsehole.
Yes.
Guys, it looks like we might be on the edge of the anus.
Oh, that's a good sign. Is there any chance, lads, that we could tempt them back towards the island and get Timbers to fire on them with the big gun?
I doubt it. He hasn't got the firing pin.
It's a very good point.
Shit.
Malrus just holds up the firing pin.
What about
Such a good point.
what about all of the other guns that we've got?
As he's just using it like a toothpick. Maybe. Yeah.
He's turned it into an earring, you know.
Real Bugs Bunny moment, that
I doubt it.
Yeah, what's up, Jack? This firing
is.
pin.
Gonna be pretty hard. What about all the other cannon, then, that he's got? That they've
I
got?
thought so.
Because, lads, I don't know about you guys, but I've lived quite a long time, and I've discovered that there isn't a problem that can't be solved with overwhelming firepower.
Just
We must have
wanna
gone to the
check
same
something,
school.
I never went to school. School of hard knocks me.
Oh, yeah, I qualified there too.
Oh, nice.
didn't we sail quite far to the arse in the first place? Didn't that take a couple of weeks?
Yes, it's quite a long way to go.
Quite a few days.
We're not going to have the help of Timbers.
We're on our own
It's
here.
us and the meaty invader.
Well, we were sent out to find that guy who fled, who was clearly on board that ship based on that letter you found, but we never actually found him.
He's probably dead.
I don't think we
Well-
can take on this ship.
Yeah, but
It's so
do
much
we want to
bigger.
go back to Timbers and say, we probably did the mission that you told us to do twice?
Yeah, very true. Exactly. Like,
Because then we might have to go and do it a third time, and that
Keth,
will really...
you
That's
didn't
just
have-
getting boring then, isn't it?
you didn't happen to see him, did you? When
Imagine if you
looked
could
at
lie.
The stuff on the ceiling. I don't want to lie to Captain Timbers.
Yeah.
I mean,
He seems... My first time I met Timbers, remember I was told that he was the kind of guy that could detect any kind of lie, and I think all of us shit ourselves a little bit and started blabbing all
Yeah.
of our deepest, darkest secrets to him
Yeah,
in the private.
I know
didn't you?
I
did,
did.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know I did.
So I feel like I might not be able to lie to him very successfully, since I can't even convince half the people we meet standardly that I'm who I say I am.
as for recognizing the people in the boat, it's remarkable how similar humans look without their skin on.
That's a very good...
That's
all good points all round, lads. Well done.
That feels a bit offensive, to be honest, Keth. No.
Dwarves might be a little bit shorter.
I mean, you have got someone on board. You have got someone on board at the moment who may be able to answer your question.
I was going to say, we do have a
but
witness.
he's like... Yeah, it's true.
He may have
but-
calmed down after a few strawberry daiquiris in the wizard's sleeve.
Strawberry
Okay.
daiquiris.
That's
I'm
what he's
gonna-
been having.
A frozen daiquiris.
Where is... Can I make a perception check to just see if the ship's still on course to approach us?
Yes.
You can see where it is
Not
because there's a
great.
huge
11.
cloud of flies around it.
The ship does indeed appear to be closer now.
Oh dear.
And it's still on track.
I'd imagine during this conversation, are we still moving forward? Because Jeff hasn't dropped anchor yet.
You
But
are,
I'd imagine
but
we've slowed a bit.
But
you
no
have
one-
slowed, which is why they are now gaining on you again.
Oh,
Even with Unbelief's blessing, yeah? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you've slowed.
Everyone's
Yeah.
got much faster ships.
You're not making any extra effort to move
Unbelief's
forward.
blessing or not,
Yeah.
you've still slowed.
Whose go is it next? Is it...
It'll be Jeff's go next after yours.
can we
I'm
just
gonna
outmaneuver them?
Either we keep running or we turn and fight. If we're outside the devil's arse, then we could use magic.
We're on the cusp.
We're rimming. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to keep...
We're rimming the devil's arse.
Have we...
Insert arse joke here.
Can I make a perception check in the hull area? I want to check to see if there's any more damage that needs repairing and just make sure we're not taking
You
on
certainly
water.
can. Roll perception.
Oh no, there's not a 1 in front of that 3. Okay, just a standard 3. So it's 5 in total.
You can't see anything.
Yeah.
It's a bit dark down there for you.
So I'm just going to grab a bucket and start this suspiciously rising water, but I don't think there's any holes. But start bailing it out because it's coming from somewhere, but there's clearly not a hole.
It's all the tears of that witness.
Who left the plug in the bath?
There isn't one.
Oh, then we've got a bigger problem.
The bath's leaking.
Someone's put a bath in here and it's leaking.
Just a plug hole in the bottom of the ship.
Yes, someone's left the plug out of the ship.
What are we going to do?
Okay.
What on earth do we do?
We could either
So I
run,
roll a d10.
like I say,
Yeah,
we could either
depending
run,
on what we do. I'll
Yeah.
roll a d10.
Okay.
or we draw them out of the devil's ass so that we can you guys can use magic. Is the only, it just puts us on a little bit of a better footing
Yeah.
Go on,
to
then.
fight them,
Yeah.
or we run away. That's the other. That's the only two
We
options
must
I can
fight.
see.
We have
To
to.
run.
Right.
We've got to get past
Fight
these
to
guys.
run away.
We're manoeuvring for the next attack. That's what we're doing. We'll draw them out. We'll extract them from the arse and then hit them in the arse.
Keth,
Yes.
Keth,
Pluck them.
roll a d12.
Pluck them from the devil's arse.
Roll a d12.
D12.
Yes, please.
10.
Okay.
Very satisfying to roll.
What comes out of Bob?
Oh. Oh, you're bored. That's what that
That's your
means.
takeaway. That's your takeaway.
Okay.
James is bored.
He is bored. Oh, fuck.
It's a kraken, isn't it?
No.
Please
no,
be
it's
four.
not. Do you know what
An
comes
owlbear.
out, James?
No, you tell me.
Give us the
Okay.
name.
Urban
A name? Okay, if I said... Because I have named all of the creatures. I've assigned a name to
Okay.
all of the creatures that could come out.
I'm excited.
I
Yeah.
have a whole list. So if I would say to you, Benedict Stingerbatch, or
God,
Beaches,
it's a swarm of bees,
or
isn't it?
Beelzebub.
It's a swarm of
Oh
bees.
no.
Okay.
Oh, shit. How many come out?
75 bees
Oh,
erupted from Bob.
Oh, shit.
Jesus.
Oh!
And swarm around the deck.
Oh no.
I'm glad I'm not on top deck.
Ah, bollocks. I shouldn't have won this honey suntan lotion.
Everyone on deck takes 3 stinging damage.
Oh god.
So we all take 3 stings.
3. I'm on exactly half health now.
Am I on
that's
deck
good.
still? If I'm down fixing the
No,
hull?
you're down.
Yeah.
With the thing,
sound.
No, you're down fixing the hull.
Excellent.
I'm
I'm
in
on
the
deck.
Malrus is
cabin,
in the-
I suppose.
Maris is in the map room.
That's
so
all right.
he's
In
not.
the map.
So you're fine.
That's fine.
So it's just Keth and Derek, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah.
yeah.
Just Jeff and Derek. Oh, Keth and Derek, yeah.
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 Sick.
Great.
'cause I can't afford
Okay.
the health.
If we once we get moving, once we get moving, all these bees should fly off. I think, like you said, they're sea bees. You can get sand bees and ice
sea
bees,
bees.
boobies.
I remember seeing that on the Sphere in a shop window.
I see some bees.
If only could get, we could have
You
found
had-
one.
Let's try and
You had
draw them
shops
out,
near
like
you.
said.
Bloody luxury.
I see CBBs.
Let's do what Malrus says. Let's draw them out of the arse and use magic on them.
Okay.
Malrus's idea.
Did Malrus
Let's
say
do that.
Was that Malrus's idea, was it?
I think it's probably Derek.
No,
No, okay, Captain Malrus.
he's the captain
Good
of the
idea, Captain. That's such a good idea.
Fuck off, Captain. And I mean that. I really mean that.
Derek,
Everyone on board.
But he's not a gnome, Derek.
Oh.
Everyone on board.
Oh, I know.
Can you all
I
please roll a dexterity saving throw?
Oh.
I thought it was
purple
Malrus.
dice? What's going
It's a
on?
21.
21. Well done.
Oh,
Dex
God.
save.
What's happened to all of this now?
That's
13.
21 as well.
20. Another good 21.
6.
6. Keth
Yes.
and Jeff.
Yeah.
Everyone on board is discussing avidly what they're about to do while seemingly no one is at the helm. And
Nope.
something comes at the ship from under the water, leaving a trail of wake in a line from the ship that is pursuing you. There is
Torpedo.
an explosion at the blunt end of your ship,
No, I'm right
No!
Meet pedo.
and much water begins to flood the ship. Jeff and Keth, you are thrown to the ground by this, thrown to the deck by this explosion.
Well, I'm under the deck.
And
I'm in
Malrus
there.
and Derek, you managed to keep your footing, and your ship is now struggling quite heavily.
I'm in the hull. Does that mean I'm prone with water filling up?
Yes.
I was in. I was in the navigation where the map is on.
Yes.
So, am I okay? Or
Yes, because the explosion happened below the waterline.
okay. I'm going to go down to see where Jeff is.
You're heading below deck.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm going to use the mend cantrip if I'm able to.
Oh,
Yes, you absolutely are.
risky, but
on,
nice
the
try.
hole.
Yep, do it.
Necessary, but risky.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going to touch the hole. And see can I mend it?
Let's hope we're not still in the devil's arse.
I don't know. You tell me how. You tell me how mend works.
What
I'll
happens
just
when you
touch.
touch the hole, Malrus?
You just
I just touch.
circle your
closes up
finger
about it,
around
okay?
the hole a little bit.
Then you touch, and you have mended a large hole in the ship. There are a number of smaller holes that are still sprinkling water into the bowels of your ship. However,
I can
Many
deal with that.
double.
and can you roll a
entendres.
D100, please?
Yeah, sure.
So
We're
you
not
touched-
sinking.
You
so-
touched a hole in the bowels of the ship, did you?
With his finger.
Next to his unconscious friend.
Yes.
I will. Oh,
We're not actively sinking. Okay, that's okay.
it's 46.
Did we take any damage from the hit, by the way? Did I miss a roll?
You didn't,
Oh, excellent.
but Malrus, you cast Levitate on yourself.
Woo! Hello.
And can you roll a D100 again, please, because you cast a spell?
oh,
That's
Oh,
a 2.
Yeah, shit, yeah,
oh,
it's
hello,
thanks.
mate. What are you doing up there on the ceiling? Hello.
Can you roll a D100 again, please?
Every-
You are going to cast another. You are going to roll on that every turn for the next minute.
Oh. Shall I roll again?
Yeah, roll again.
Okay. Roll a 1.
Oh,
Disregard that one, so that's fine. You get a free pass this turn.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
How did it all go so
So-
wrong?
I know.
At least we're not sinking much anymore.
Yeah. that
Every
was a
cloud.
saving grace.
Yeah.
Derek, where do we get to? I think we will jump to Derek at the top of the order. Derek, what are you doing? Where are you at the moment on this ship?
I am on deck.
You're on deck. Okay,
yeah.
so let me explain to you what happened. You know, you were having this wild discussion with Keth at the time, and a loud explosion, a big spray of water. Your boat was shaken. Keth was thrown to the floor. You almost were, but your dexterity is such that you managed to catch yourself and you stayed standing. And can you roll a perception check, please?
That's cocked. Much better. 20, not that.
As you look around and you clear the salt water from your eyes, you don't see the ship anymore.
Do I see any rippling of water or stuff that could indicate where it might be?
No, you just don't see
It's
it.
just.
Yep.
Lads,
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not going to say it's gone, but I can't see the ship anymore. Is
Are
there?
you sure?
Is there a type of ship that might be able to go like under sub the water line, like under the
Possibly.
marine level?
No, it's
Or
impossible.
some kind of like weird marine sub vehicle.
Below marine
So like a
vehicle.
submarine or something.
No,
like
no,
that.
no, it wouldn't
That
be called
sounds
something
No,
that
weird,
that
man.
sounds
Very
ridiculous.
stupid.
No.
Oh.
Nah.
Crazy
it would be
notion.
called something like an underneath galleon or something like that.
Yeah,
An,
it'd be like
an underboat.
Yes.
yes, underboat.
Fucking hell.
That's what I'd call it. That's the most logical thing to call it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course. Of
Um,
course.
Did anybody happen to catch any markings on there on the ship?
Oh yeah, all the bloody bodies.
Yeah.
Pretty unique.
And lots of red paint.
Yeah, lots of that red paint. It might not be paint. Oh.
Could be
So-
jam.
Could be jam.
Could be. You're not. Do you
Right.
know what? It could be.
Lads, are we getting out of here and going? We need to make a decision now. Are we getting out of here and going home, or are we?
I think we should before that bag starts doing more things. We should definitely decide
Malrus,
to do
roll
something.
D100.
Okay.
I don't see the ship anymore, so it's just...
See.
I'm going to say we're out of initiative order for the time being.
Okay. That's an 81.
Oh, God. That's a new one.
Should we creep back in?
I'm going
We
to
need to go and
start...
find.
Is mending a cantrip?
Malrus, you take another action right now.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, what do you want to do?
Anything you want.
Oh, I'm going to go back up to the top of the ship, leaving Jeff in the water, and take the wheel.
Well, I mean, you are floating, so you're levitated still.
I'm sure it's
hang on to the wheel.
Controlled levitation, right? I'm not just sort of like...
Well, I started just floating all the way up.
When you're levitating, I think you can sort of move by pushing off of surfaces. Is the way I see it.
Oh, sort of like in space kind of thing.
Yeah.
If he goes outside, will he just float away?
Well, I started.
If he doesn't hold on to something, yeah.
I'm going to hold on to things as I try.
Okay, cool. Cool, and you hang on to the wheel, just hopefully waiting for your levitation to end so you can take control.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Malrus, this is no time to be gallivanting about in the skies. We've got a bloody job to do, mate.
So are you going to set about making the suitable repairs and heading back for the island that you came from? Or what are you doing? Or are you going to go back to where the sunken ship?
I'm not going to lie.
Going somewhere totally different.
Guys,
Where are you going?
Keth,
I want these fucking bastards.
Fire a few warning shots off into the sea.
I'll do the
I
same.
saw them.
I'll do the same on the other side of the ship.
Roger that.
Okay, you open fire.
Okay. Roll to hit? Whoa.
No, roll to hit what?
Yeah. Does anything happen? Do we get a response?
No.
Does the meaty underboat re-emerge?
But upside
It does
down
not.
now?
It does not.
See, I don't... The target was in there, in the boat that we sunk. And now
Do we get a backup commandant to chase?
The letter was unfinished. The crew was skinned. We
Can I
scuttled the
make a
ship.
perception check? I'm going to wake up at this
We
point.
didn't see him die.
Very cold. Oh, fuck it. Right, just check around. Are there any major
There's
leaks
sort of
left?
ringing in your ears.
Are there any major leaks left that I can see?
There's a few leaks about the place.
I'll just sort of... I want
Major
to
leaks.
casually patch them.
Yeah, I'll give Jeff a hand patching those as well.
And then I want to head back up to... as I'm carrying buckets of water up, bailing out the water that's in there, I would like to look around just to see if there's any sort of like other smaller land masses or islands that they could... or rocks or something that they could have... Someone might have jumped off the boat and swum to, say, escaping the monsters. Say someone like River could have walked across water and ends up on an island or a rock or something.
There's nothing visible.
It's
You
just
are in open
literally
ocean.
Sea.
Malrus, roll
ocean,
D100.
Okay.
Oh, still.
Interesting.
That is a 76.
You glow with a bright light in a 30-foot radius for the next minute.
I can deal with that.
Any
Malrus,
creature
now you just
any
show it
creature
off.
that ends its turn within 5 feet of you is blinded until the end of its next turn.
Malrus, you just bloody show it off now. Could you just stop it for a second?
Will you turn yourself off, Malrus?
You're floating and glowing now.
He's literally a bloody lighthouse.
I bring you love.
There's nothing to dare. Come on.
I don't want to go back in there,
Sorry.
gents. We can't take on a vessel of that size.
I'm hurting pretty bad.
But where is it?
Should
I
we?
bet it will
bad way.
reappear when we go back in.
Should we get the pub out and ask
Should we take a bit of a rest?
Let's go and
Yeah,
speak
ask
to our
this
new
gent.
friend.
Okay. What's happening then? Who's going where?
I would like to take a short rest in the pocket pub portal as well. whilst
I
we're
would
doing
also like to take a short rest in the pocket pub
Okay,
as well.
come on,
I'm
you can
still
do that.
floating about.
Pop the handle.
You
down.
are.
I want to
Hey,
see.
roll D100.
What do we get to roll for that?
Oh,
Is there a bonus for the pocket pub?
Yes, it gives you
yes.
an extra
what was that?
D8 worth of hit points.
It certainly does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to roll some of my
So,
hit dice
yeah.
now. What have I got?
65.
65. You're all rolling some quite high numbers today. Oh. Malrus, up to 3 creatures you choose within 30 feet of you take 4d10 lightning damage.
Ooh.
How
I'm
many?
in the pocket pub portal.
Pub. Yeah, I'm in the pub.
There are lots of bees around. Pick a
I'll go
bee.
for the bees. Go for the
Okay.
bees.
I'm not going to make you roll 4d10 to hit some
A poor casual seagull flying solo on a journey in some Pixar film on its own. Just
Or Bill, despite his magpie-ness.
Hey, look, it's
Looking for a son.
Maurus's lightning. If he wants to hit Bill, he can hit Bill.
Oh.
I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit the bees.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, Malrus.
3 bees within 30 feet of you get utterly obliterated.
Just
Turn to dust.
I don't believe it.
what's the difference between a short? What's the difference between a short and long rest then with the hit dice?
Long rest, you don't need to roll. You just
Oh,
get
you just
everything.
get it all back. Okay, so short rest, you just have to roll.
But a long rest is like
a night's sleep.
not doing anything. Yeah, you've got to have a long sleep, whereas a short rest is 20 minutes of inactivity
4
or minimal activity. Like you can,
8.
you don't want to be walking somewhere. You can sit in like a carriage or
9.
something, and get a short rest, or you can be on deck and just chilling out.
How much do you get back on a short rest?
11. You can roll as many hit dice as you want, but you get an extra D8 if you do it in the pocket
Yep.
pub.
You roll as many
That is true.
dice as you want.
So you've got some hit dice. So
Yep.
on your sheet,
Yeah.
this is useful for people who are new to short rests.
Yep.
On your sheet, you have a box that says hit dice,
Yes.
and you have and it will have a number, and then the letter D, and then another number.
Yeah.
So that tells you how many and of what kind.
So like mine
you get
says
per long
mine
rest.
is 1d6 per level, so I can roll
Yes.
Up to 6 dice. Yeah.
Yep.
But
There's a level
because
6.
I'm on the pocket pub portal, I also then get an extra d8.
Another D8.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Cool. That gave me a total of 25 points, and so I'm back up to full health.
I can roll.
Nice.
One more, actually.
Cool as we go.
I'm back up to 40
Nice.
now.
That's good.
Yeah. I got
Let me guess. I've got to roll one.
16, 17 total.
Yeah, one more, please.
Just one.
That's a 4.
Oh, 4. What'd you get for a 4? For a 4, for the next minute, you can see any invisible creature if you have line of sight to it.
Ooh.
Mm.
Where? Ooh.
Can you
where
see the
was
ship?
That
Incredible
a while
useful.
ago.
Where's
Have a look around for a ship.
Or people that look like they're on board something
Yeah.
ship shape. Ship shape.
Look
I mean-
look everywhere now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Shall I roll perception?
Yeah, roll perception.
If there's ever time for a natural 20, this is it.
That is a
Crossing his fingers.
16.
16. Yeah, you don't see anything.
Oh.
Interesting.
So I haven't seen like Casper sort of squelch up next to me and gone.
It's a monster, kill it!
Just stamp on it.
No, he's hiding in my sleeve still.
He is, yeah.
Has he calmed down at all yet? Will he talk to me?
I don't know.
Will
Mate,
the guy, since we're in
are
the...
you-
Oh.
Are you still about? Casper?
There's no response.
Oh. You are still okay. Can you just let me know that you're okay? Just one little or something, just to say that you're okay. Okay, I'll leave you be. I'll speak to you in a bit.
Aw.
That is so heartbreaking.
Oh, I know.
I don't know how to help. How do I help my baby feel better?
Oh.
I think,
Not take him to a pub, probably.
yeah. I think we should have a chat with our new...
Yeah.
A therapist.
our
Where's,
new
uh,
Yeah,
friend.
no, yeah, the friend as well.
Sorry, yeah. They're not
Yeah,
your
the friend.
friends, they're therapists. They're professionals.
They're not
So
her
are
friends
you
if they
going-
take money off you.
Are you setting a course, setting sail, and going to speak to him, or are you just leaving Malrus to do his thing?
Well, I'm still floating on.
I thought it disregards each thing, didn't it?
No.
No.
So do I
just-
land on
it
deck with a
stacks.
sud then?
You do, yes.
The thing that gets disregarded is the roll of the 1 or the 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can't roll another one and get
yeah.
another minutes of constant.
Yeah.
So you two are in the pub
Oh.
with the eyelidless man.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
How is he doing? Can I roll an insight check on him?
Yeah, because I want to come...
I mean, yes, you can. Yeah, roll insight.
Nat 20. He's obviously terrified.
He is still sitting, hands over his face, rocking back and forth, just muttering to himself. They're coming.
rebel had started and our bucks chose to run for monsters who skin people. And have been at sea too long. Nearly all of our crew held the ship take flight. Even Bell pitched in, but Keth chose to fight. As the enemy ship slowed, Bob threw out some bees. A torpedo hit the ship, but Malrus mends it with ease. A spot of wild magic, then their foe disappears. So it's into the pub to heal up with some beers. What's with the eyelidless man, just repeating his mantra? Well, you'll find out next time on Roll Britannia.
Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. And before you head off to the next episode of whatever you're listening to, or maybe you go back and listen to some old episodes of Roll Britannia. Hey, I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but just before you do, I just wanted to let you know that right now, the wonderfully prestigious British Podcast Awards are open for nominations, and we would be forever grateful if you guys could vote for us. All you have to do is head over to the website. We'll put the link in the description of the episode and just search for Roll Britannia on the website. It takes just a couple of seconds, and who knows? What if we even won? We'd have you to thank. That's what would happen. Yeah.